Hello, before the start of this episode, I would like to say please follow us on Spotify and rate us.
Hey everybody, it's the podcast
What
time.
up? What up, gaming?
Beck Lyons, Uri Ponte, Nicola Christic, Aiden Shoemaker, and a guest star today. What's your name,
We
guest
actually
star?
have a guest.
My name is Nicholas Bliss-Carrascosa.
Oh, perfect. So we got him here.
All right.
Say that again for me.
Nicholas
Say it again.
Bliss-Carrascosa. Not Carrascosa.
All right, more complicated than we thought.
Yeah, it's 61 degrees Fahrenheit outside.
61 degrees Fahrenheit. That's
Nico, I hope you like that
Oh.
little joke. We are the Celsius podcast, yet we do our temperatures in Fahrenheit. It's a little funny joke that we like to do.
It's a
So I brought on Nico because I wanted him to see what this podcast is really all about.
Ooh.
And we love movies, TV, and we all start off with our first segment, what we're watching. Unless it's
Sometimes-
like maybe at episode 22, which was basically the
22.
entire what we're watching.
what we're
So
watching.
Nico, you gotta tell us what you're watching here, bud.
No. He can't start because he's the guest. He doesn't know what's going on. We gotta
I
start
can
with
start.
someone
I'll start.
who knows what's
start.
going on.
Okay.
Like Beck Lyons.
All
He's a
right.
signature what we're watching guest.
Yeah, I make occurring appearances. So, first of all, Succession and Barry, the weekly episodes have started.
Yeah.
So, me and Uri got to give our weekly takes on the episodes.
We do, Nico, we do gotta do that shit.
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
spoil them for him.
What?
I'll
Wait,
go
Nico,
first.
have you not seen them?
I watch so little
Six-
TV. I watched
Oh,
episode 1 of Succession.
Great.
Just
Yeah.
Can't wait for it to be spoiled for him.
So yeah, I told him like what happened to like the big guy like earlier this week.
Yeah.
The big guy, what, like Kingpin?
No, like
Kingpin.
What?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck
the
up.
boss himself. Essentially, so this week followed the aftermath of last week's devastating episode where the big man himself, Logan Roy,
He did.
unceremoniously died.
That's
And
crazy.
Yeah.
That was Nico. That was a bit of a shocker. And so essentially, this is essentially his funeral episode without it being an actual funeral. It's basically this episode is kind of like the crossover from all the characters from this entire show all coming together to meet in this one area. It's kind of like a mashing of all the worlds in this show.
Yeah.
And so we get to see people like recognize Logan for who he was without actually knowing who Logan really was. And so different people are talking. And so then different people talking means now that the big man's dead, different power plays have to happen. And
Yeah,
then-
it's a lot of power plays in this episode.
and so
isn't that,
then,
like,
but
the whole show.
it is the
Yeah,
whole
it is. But this one, there it happens a lot, like above average.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
it's
what I
so,
personality.
and so,
Yeah.
the three children, they're trying to figure out what's happening. But then they find out that the guy, before he died, he had a piece of paper where he wanted his eldest son, Endel, to run the company. But we don't know when he did
Second
this.
eldest.
Yeah, second eldest. Sorry, Connor.
Wow, dude, Connor is taking a lot of L's currently.
wasn't it just his
Actually,
wedding?
Connor-
though?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he just decided, yo, I'm gonna die on my son's wedding. It'll be Pog.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
And he wasn't even gonna show up to the wedding anyway. He was like, no, I'm gonna dip and then I'm gonna die on the plane leaving his wedding.
That sounds pretty funny. That sounds like
Yeah.
a baller play.
Like instant karma. He dies.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming that the wedding isn't the guy who's inheriting.
Yeah, and then he still gets married on the day his dad died. Yeah. It's kind of funny.
Connor's not taking a lot of L's. He's gonna buy the apartment his dad used to live in
For like
you know,
60 million.
That's
yeah,
a lot
just
of
like
money.
quick six.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's like a New York penthouse with like not a
New
ton
York
of rooms.
Mhm.
Wait, didn't his dad? Oh, whatever.
And
Yeah.
so we're seeing that some characters were only in the show, were only like on the level they were because they had basically Logan tying their back. But if you're like Logan's assistant, Marsha, Carrie, who he was banging, you're essentially on the
Yeah.
outskirts now. Like nobody gives a
she
fuck
gets like
about you
kicked
anymore.
out of the party.
What?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
so
it was
then-
also one thing I liked was like Logan was such this like intimidating force pushing everyone down, and now they're all like springing back and like seeing and like trying to grab for power when Logan isn't like kicking them when they're down and like keeping them down. We get to see everyone at like their full power. It's
Mhm.
cool.
Essentially, this episode wasn't much, but it was a transition episode to what I'm going to think is going to be the later structure of the season. And essentially, we're seeing Kendall and the other guy, and then his brother Roman. They've been announced by the board to be like the co-CEOs of the company. And so the first like real move of something power, it's like the PR team, they have to do something to how they're gonna handle Logan's death. Are they gonna make it seem like Logan was an old senile man in his last few days and all the business moves were his senileness? Or are they just gonna respect Logan and like he was a fierce warrior? And they're gonna say, we'll just do the first thing. We don't need to go that hard on Dad. But then Kendall goes behind his brother's back and like threatens one of the PR guys with a strap on. And he said, not an actual strap on. He says, do I have to bring out
Yeah,
the
that's what I
strap
was
on?
I was confused when he started saying that.
Yeah, huh? I don't remember that. I haven't seen the show, but I feel like that doesn't seem the same.
That doesn't
says,
seem correct.
I'm gonna have to bring out the strap on because he said one of the PR guys, he did a little bit of insider trading and he's gonna threaten him with that.
Yeah.
So why
Okay,
the hell would
what's
you
so
use the
funny?
word?
No,
Yeah, why would
the
you
guy
use
was
the
like,
word strap
okay.
on? You had no reason to use that.
Yeah, he did not. Okay, like this guy, he's kind of good. He's like, he talks to them, he's like, dude, I'm in trouble. I did insider trading. That's a problem. And then the guy's like, oh, can you help me? He's like, no. And then later the guy's like, yeah, so you did insider trading. You now do what I want now. So that dude was just so dumb for saying, like, I committed a crime. This is
And
so
today they're
bad.
When does he bring out the strap on though?
He doesn't
Yeah,
have
we're
to
just-
bring out the strap on. He says, you're gonna like, are
gonna
you gonna be
finish
cool
that,
here, or, are you gonna
and then he
or am
eats
I
the
gonna have to
child.
bring out the strap on?
Needs
Mm.
more Red 40.
And so that's how it's going to be. He's acting kind of like his father. But I have a theory that Kendall is kind of a fuck up, so he's going to ruin it as he always does. He's a drug addict. He's never actually commits to what he's doing. But I don't know.
It
What's
would
your
be
take?
kind of
Max?
funny though.
Okay.
But
I
in
think
the
it's
beginning of next
immediately
episode is just
phrased.
Kendall fucking the PR guy with a strap on.
If that happens,
I mean,
they'll give
it's
Uri
English.
$20.
Oh my
Suddenly show
god.
a tone shift.
Yeah.
All right,
Beck,
okay.
your take? Oh,
Um,
emergency reveal from one of the sister. She has a
the
she's
sister
actually
is pregnant. That's drama because she just divorced the dude.
That's
That's
Right.
like not allowed.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it was a good episode. Moving on to other show, Barry. That also
Barry
happened. Oh
is
no,
Barry.
no. Wait. I'm gonna do a smooth transition. So in the show,
Barry's
there
on
was a
HBO.
character. There was a character played by an actor who also plays a character in Barry, and that was
Whoa.
funny.
Did you watch
So-
Barry also back?
I did. Oh my god, this is so smooth.
So Barry for Nico, it's for you don't know, it's a show about an assassin who wants to be an actor, and but he's kind of like struggling to balance between the two worlds. But in this season, he starts off, not to spoil bit, but major spoilers. He's in jail.
He in the
For-
prison.
He
Yeah,
went
for
to
killing.
prison.
Just
Killing
Prison?
people? Or
Yeah,
He killed a cop.
He killed a
And-
lot more than a cop. He killed like a ton
That's
of
why he's
people.
in prison.
Yeah,
that's
well,
why he's
he
in
killed a
prison.
lot more people. Okay.
a very relatable protagonist.
Yeah, very relatable. Like
Is
we
it
can also
not?
relate to.
He's the
I
type
hate
of
when
protagonist who doesn't really think. He just does whatever he does in the moment. He really never thinks ahead. Because in this episode, the guy
He's
who
like me.
Beck said plays a character in this show, they've had a tumultuous relationship, but they finally get reconnected in this episode. Kind of in the first two episodes, they both came out, and they're kind of connected. But then he's like, as soon as he hears that his like girlfriend on the outside is like feels she's safe with Barry, he's like he automatically like betrays
Kills
his
her.
friend in the prison. Betrays his friend in the prison. He never
Yeah.
really thinks ahead of what he's doing. And so, yeah. But one thing about Barry, it was like, it's a good show. I like all of the seasons, but the first 3 seasons were kind of tame. But the 4th season is so fucking artsy. It's so artsy, Beck. He has like
Yeah.
visions and shit.
What?
He has
Yeah.
visions. Guys, stop
What
focusing
is-
on
wait,
Nicola
is he-
eating the
Is he?
food.
Wait, is Barry like a Raven Simone or something? Can he predict the
No,
future?
you cannot predict the future.
No,
Okay,
he just
my-
like he just has visions of him like of himself as a child in a desert or
Okay.
something.
Okay, because when
Okay.
you say visions, there's like 8 different things visions could possibly be.
I know.
Okay.
It's kind of a weird show.
Yeah, I will walk through me because I'm important. So I watched
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Beck.
season 3 and the first episode of season 2, and I will say season 3, I thought it was really good. It was focused a lot more on drama than comedy, and I kind of like the comedy side more. So, but it was really good. I would watch it if you want a good drama show. Season 4, I finished episode 1. I'm like, nothing really happened. Episode 2,
Nothing really
a lot
happened.
more happened. I think my favorite part was when they went to a Dave and Buster's to do like a gang
That's
deal.
awesome.
That was
Dave
fun.
and
Who
Buster's?
died?
Those
Yeah.
exist
Dude,
in real life.
Did
Yeah,
Dave,
Hank
did
is
Dave
like
It's like
so
a
die?
good
Dave
in
and
the
Buster's
show.
gang meeting where like they having a conversation. It's like these 2 guys walking around the table, but then like they don't know how to coordinate their movement, so they have to run so they can like walk accordingly around the table. It's a
Wait,
really funny sequence.
But does Dave die?
What about
No,
Buster?
sadly. Oh,
And so, but it's a very different show than Succession, but they both kind of on like the same day, which is like it's like I get to watch an hour and a half of TV that I really like. So,
yeah, Barry is a lot more comedic than Succession. It's like they're both drama shows, but if you want one that's more comedic or one that's more dramatic, you decide between Barry and Succession.
Mm.
But you're not saying Succession does have comedy in it.
It does, but it is a lot less than Barry.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought Barry
okay.
was a comedian.
What did you think about the episodes?
They were good. Moving on.
Yo, moving
Okay.
on.
I watched 3 other shows, but like not a lot of them.
Yeah.
So I am 3 episodes into this new anime I started watching called To Your Eternity.
Uh-huh.
I think I forget.
It's about this orb that is just like an inanimate object, and God is like, yo, I'm gonna do some trolling. I'm gonna throw this orb onto Earth, so it turns into like a stone. But then and it like turns into whatever it's nearby. So it falls near a stone, so it turns into a stone. But
Like
then
the-
a wolf
like the donkey. What's the donkey story where he wishes that he was like a boulder and then he becomes a boulder?
Wow, that's funny.
JoJo reference?
Moving on.
No.
Okay, so he's the stone, but then a wolf dies on the stone, so he turns into the wolf. And he's like an immortal being. So like the wolf that died, he is now the same wolf, but now like immortal.
Whoa.
So he's the wolf,
Whoa,
and
bro.
now this inanimate object is now an animal. So it has to like learn how to be an animal. But then at like the end of the first episode, it turns into a human, and now it's
Uh-huh.
about like this inanimate orb trying to learn how to be human, and it's
Wow.
kind of good.
Is this like that one? Is it a Nick show? The Nick and Android show. It's the.
No, it's not about a robot becoming
It's not.
human.
It's not. I Am Frankie.
It's not I Am Frankie. I don't even know what that show is.
It's this robot that tries to pretend to be human.
That sounds intriguing.
It wasn't good.
I won't watch it.
No, it's a Nickelodeon show. Of course, you're not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch. I'm
It's a
not watching that.
It's a Nickelodeon live action show. Have you ever seen a good Nickelodeon live action show?
I have not.
They're not like the Disney shows that are like fun for like teens and stuff. It's just this is awful.
It is awful. Okay,
True.
moving on. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 3 Stardust
Yes!
Crusaders. Okay,
How far are
I
you in?
watched like 3 episodes.
He's gonna go get Jotaro right now.
It
I'm
is
calling it.
okay, yeah. He has
I called it.
oh.
I called it. I called
Oh
it.
my god, it's the one who's like the main character now.
It's the main
I
character.
literally called it.
What did
Okay.
you
I
say?
literally
when I was-
called it. I said he's gonna go get JoJo.
I have 2. They're both different figures and both different characters, but they're both JoJo.
But they're both JoJo.
Okay.
That's why if they say it's JoJo, it's
So-
broad enough that it will be true.
They
Here's
found a
what I'm-
Joe in Bliss-Carrascosa.
Alright, so here's what I'm saying. I'm watching part 3. It is not as good as part 2. Like, I really
That's-
liked part 2, but now
that's what
part
you-
3 is like, eh.
That's what you think, but you also
Nico,
haven't
do
gotten
you have
any of
any
the good
thoughts?
parts.
Okay, so it gets better, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I'm
'cause
at
you
the
said
part
you-
where they're on the ship.
Oh yeah. Wait. Oh, they're
And
on
they're
the wait,
fighting
which ship?
so-
They're on 2 ships.
There are 2. They're on the ship where the captain has the water stand.
Oh, where he has.
Please tell me
what's the
there's
thing?
not a cap. Please tell me there are 2 captains with 2 water stands.
No, there's a
Is
reef
that
monkey.
wait?
Ah,
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, is that the monkey?
No, it's the one with the water guy.
No.
Overall, I will probably keep watching it, so I will actually get all the likes on Aiden's.
I didn't want to say if that was the monkey because I thought that
Yeah,
was a
all
spoiler,
of
but
Aiden's
you
like
said it.
shows.
I love the monkey.
Okay.
Monkey's genuinely a good character,
Um,
except for the part that he's a sexual predator. But
Okay,
Let
I
somebody
watched-
else talk for a second.
No. I have one
He has
last
one
thing.
more- He's one more show.
One more thing. I watched 12 minutes of Andor.
Yo!
and it's good.
yeah, and
I
it's supposed to
watched
actually be
12
good.
I
minutes
also
last
watched-
night before me and Aiden played Fortnite together and played Outer Wilds. But I watched 12 minutes and it's really good. It reminded me of
I
like
watched
season 1
episode and it was
Mandalorian.
pretty good, but it didn't grip me.
It's gripping me
Yeah,
right now.
I heard the first 3 episodes are very slow, and then it gets good on the fourth.
I like the slow pacing.
I
It
take all of
feels
my
like
opinion-
good.
I guess you can get.
I think
I guess you can call Beck just a slow guy.
Wow.
I take
He
all of my
really thought he
opinions
was doing
from
something there,
Effortless
didn't he?
Productions, and he said it was
Same.
good. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch it because I saw like the first 4 minutes of his video before he said spoilers.
Like I was
That's
thinking of just the best transition for like talking about the Mandalorian finale from Andor, because you know what else? is
Wow,
on?
guess what? That's probably gonna be like a Nicola 10-minute rant. So do you want to do that, Nicola?
Oh, I can probably do it in 5.
Yo.
First, wait. I want Nico to talk for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's hear you,
Let's let
Nico. What have
Nico
you
go.
been watching?
I've watched like 2 episodes of Better Call Saul in the last like 3 weeks.
Yo, is that a reference to Saul v. Crimes?
From
What?
Beck Line's upcoming
Don't do
movie.
that.
From
Don't do that, Beck. Don't do
no.
that.
And
Okay.
I said Nico to be on a journey. I told him you gotta don't watch Breaking Bad. Watch Better Call Saul first,
Yeah.
and then watch Breaking Bad.
And
then
I was
go
telling you
watch
that's a
the last-
terrible idea.
That sounds wrong.
Watching it. Really? It's
But
like
it is.
working. I mean, I watched like 2 episodes of Breaking Bad, like
Okay.
multiple
Well,
years ago. I don't know.
that
Better
works.
Call Saul's good. Even
Now
like
we're good.
just an episode in, it's gripping.
Hmm.
It is gripping.
That's the
It's
verb
a
today.
great
show.
Gripping. That's the title of the episode. Gripping.
It has
Grip.
big grippers.
Gripping. But what do you think
They
about
got
the
the
show?
grippers.
What do you mean? What do I think about the show? It's been
Do you have any
like this thoughts.
Yeah.
This setup is like very well thought out. I mean, I guess it's a prologue, so they have a bit of world building done for them. But you have a lot of already interesting characters. I don't know why they're like held at gunpoint or something within 40 minutes or like an hour of it starting,
Yeah.
but like it works out.
I think they needed like a dramatic hook. Like they did
Yeah.
the same thing in Breaking Bad. Like they get guns pointed at them in the first episode.
Mhm.
Yeah. Putting
But-
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
It's like a slow. Oh, it's like you can see somebody like burning down, you know, and then
No,
this
but
thing
Breaking
happens.
Bad's significantly faster.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they
like-
need They wrote themselves into a corner immediately, didn't?
Mhm.
No, they start and it's like blah blah blah, and he dies, and then it's like 3 months earlier. Not even 3 months, like a month early. So they have to fit the whole long ass multiple seasons.
Into a month.
Yeah, wait, you talking about the black and white stuff to the modern day?
I don't know, I've been skipping.
Oh, that's only in the last season.
Hey, you should be skipping that.
Yeah, I told him anyway. But
Okay.
anyway, but I know you watch the Owl House, like all of us now,
Great.
Yo.
except the finale.
Yo.
But tell us
If
why
you
you
wa-
thought episode 2 of season 3 was mid.
We all agree it's
Um,
mid, right?
Yeah. It's
Which
pretty
one?
mid.
What's that episode?
Honestly,
For the
I feel
future.
like
Oh yeah,
For the
yeah,
future,
yeah.
yeah,
That one's
kinda
not.
did.
That one's the
One
weakest link.
Wait, is that which one? What is that? What happens in that episode?
the
That's
dear
when they finally go
gremlin.
back.
Yeah, they
That's
go,
when they go
get
to the
back.
school.
Yeah, they
Oh,
go
yeah.
to the school. They talk.
They
to
really
him,
did that
dear
just because
gremlin.
they had to.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if this was a full season and not like 3 episodes, it'd
It
be
would
really
be so
good.
good.
Yeah.
It would actually be the peak television that we all wanted. But right now it's
Yeah.
only peak.
Why do
Yeah.
you like the show, Nico?
And why haven't you watched the finale?
I didn't know there was a finale. I watched.
Okay, well, I have the same thing
he
with
just
things to them.
assumed Disney didn't even give them the ending.
Okay.
I mean, I knew there would be a finale eventually, right? But I watched the last episode like 2 months ago, and it'd
Well,
been
that's when
like
it came out.
4
Yeah.
since the episode before that. So I was like, they're not done yet.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they
they're
done
done
Yeah.
now.
They are.
They're
You
done
should
now.
watch it. Like I don't care to say mute us. Go watch the finale. It'll be better content.
We'll have you back when you finish it, so we can
Yeah.
keep.
Yeah,
Go-
start a
go ahead,
55-minute
Alan.
timer.
How long is?
It's the
55.
full thing.
Yeah, it's an hour.
Yeah,
It's really
the greatest hour.
It's
the
gripping.
greatest hour of TV, according to Beck. But
Yeah.
Aiden, because Nico's probably going to talk for like 5 minutes. Aiden talk.
Let's have Aiden go.
So I started watching this new HBO animated show called Fired on Mars. There's only 2
Ooh.
episodes.
Is it
out
on
right
Mars and does the guy get fired?
He does get fired. It's a little bit
That's a
depressing what's
rip.
happening with him because he's got like a strained relationship with his girlfriend who's on Earth. He gets fired. He doesn't have any hobbies. No one
Yo.
really likes him.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners?
He's kind of just like not very cool of a person, and he doesn't really understand anything like social cues. And I don't really like him as a character. I'll be honest.
All right,
Cyberpunk
Aiden.
Edge Runners
Kind of just sucks.
reference.
Aiden,
Hmm?
there's a big question though. The last
Yeah.
HBO animated TV show that's come out was Velma. Is this
Uh-huh.
better than Velma?
This is better than Velma by a lot. Yeah.
Okay, they're increasing the quality. This is amazing.
Yeah. This
Guys,
one
it's
is
like-
actually
it's
good.
That might even be a strategy. Make Velma make literally anything else, and it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was never
God.
comparing it to anything.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing really to compare it to. It's not like from
No, it's not
anyone,
very. It's
really.
not very much. It's not like a comedy or anything. It's very much a drama kind of show.
I thought it would be a comedy. It sounds like a comedy prompt. Like, oh no, he got fired on Mars. What does he do now?
Oh, I
Hijinks
mean,
ensue.
is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? What does HBO call it? 'Cause I wouldn't say it's a comedy. No, there weren't really very many jokes that felt like jokes, if there were any. I don't know, just kind of depressing. All of the characters are just like shitting on this main character Jeff, and
It
he
seems
doesn't
like you
really
hate
like.
the show.
No, well, there's 2 episodes, and I watched them both like 3 hours ago. I haven't really had time to.
We're getting the hot takes.
Yeah, I will continue watching it. There's new episodes every Thursday.
I will probably watch it also.
Yeah, the episodes are 30 minutes long, which is kind of surprising for an animated show.
Yeah.
That is pretty.
All
long.
right. Well,
I'll
I think
check you on what in a second and what the
HBO calls it.
yeah.
Are we ready for the Nicola yell?
No,
wait,
you-
Uri, did
No,
you
I'm not
go?
even ready for it.
Oh,
give me
okay,
1
but
second.
I guys, I watched this new show on Netflix. It's called Beef.
Oh, that
Is
seems
that
popular.
an A24 one?
Yeah, it's like this
Yo,
guy.
they made the
like-
mockumentary.
And so, Beck, if you talk about that mockumentary thing again, and so essentially it's a show about like it starts off. It's like these two different characters. It's like they both get into a road rage accident with each other, where they basically do like a car chase around like through it like a city or something. But then they both don't know who they are. But then they're both like determined to like try to attack, like hunt each other down and do stuff like that. And so we follow the lives of these two different characters essentially. They're trying to like live, but also trying to fuck each other over. And so it's kind of interesting. I thought it was going to grip me more, but I've only seen like 4 episodes, I think.
No, the grip. That's the verb we're using today.
Gripping.
Truly is not gripping.
Gripper. And what else have I been watching? Oh, we talked about Succession Barry, but yeah, nothing else.
Nothing else.
All right.
I'm ready to be imbued by a Nicola rant. So
All right.
Nicola,
I think for my
All
main
right.
thing, because I think my main thing is just going to be, I'm just going to talk about The Mandalorian season 3, because it's
Okay.
finally finished.
it's
Here we
finally
go.
finished.
Actually, let me bring it up just so I can see everything.
If I
that
were to
happened.
say my favorite Pedro Pascal of the show this year was not Mandalorian, it was The Last of Us.
Yeah, I
Definitely.
think everyone would agree to that.
I
Okay.
liked the Mario Kart movie
So
by
Oh yeah, the SNL skit. That was the peak Pedro Pascal this
this
year for
season,
you.
I'm still gonna stick to this. In the beginning of the podcast, when the season began, you guys said it was bad. I started it after rewatching the entire show, and I said it was not that bad. I still stick by it. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's as bad as people thought it was. The finale is on another. I'm separating the finale from the rest of the show, but the
So episodes
overall
what, like 1 through 5, good.
1 through 7.
Episode 6 voted separately.
Okay, wait, no, the episode 6 when it got funky, it's like the separatist shit. Like that was the most filler thing I think.
Oh, the Jack Black
Oh.
stuff.
Yo,
Yeah,
Jack
that's
Black.
that was very much a filler because like usually in Mandalorian that stuff comes back, but it never came back.
I
which
can't
is,
imagine. I can't imagine Jack Black and Lizzo being in Star Wars. It doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah.
And Christopher Lloyd.
I mean, it doesn't really. I mean, for like a filler type episode, it really does not matter.
No,
There's
but it
not a
doesn't
lot of like
sound
celebrity
right.
cameos
Yeah,
in Star Wars.
yeah. I mean, they'll have celebrity actors like Han Solo and Mark Hamill. Like when they show up, they'll be like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, no, I know. I
Adam
mean, like they're not
Driver.
gonna
Well,
they're not
basically,
gonna put the Rock in there. I mean,
No, I
most
know.
like the actors are like they're from Star Wars before. They don't like bring in random popular people to make cameos.
Okay,
Putting Jason
I would-
Sudeikis.
well,
as, like, a
basically, what I'm trying to
stormtrooper.
say
yeah.
is that the main problems with this. Well, okay, so the season is just paced. It's paced similarly to like the beginning of season 1, but
Oh.
it also has like a lot of like just quick edits and stuff. And there's a lot of just filler in the season. And I'm gonna
Mhm.
come back to why I think this is the case.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
basically, season 1 is just it restarts. He has to go solve the crisis from season 2 finale,
Mhm.
or I guess technically the Book of Boba Fett finale.
Oh, yeah.
Season 2 was so good. Of
He
like,
then goes to the Mandalorian planet. I was really excited for the season because I was like, I really like the Mandalorian aspect, and I do like learning about Mandalorian for people that like don't
Mhm.
like read extended universe stuff, which like,
Yeah, wait,
like
I
me,
just
I don't read
realized-
extended universe stuff.
If you haven't watched Boba Fett, this is a very confusing first episode for you, right?
That's
Yeah.
how
Kind of,
Disney's
basically.
doing their shit now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, did they have like
Nico
a
for-
previously on for it? Like,
Yeah, there was
recap?
definitely some previously ons.
Nico, for
Okay.
context, so
And
and
then
Mandalorian. Wait, Nico, for context, the Mandalorian. The end of season 2, Mandalorian and Baby Yoda they split up, but then they announced like at the end like a credit scene like there's gonna be a book of Boba Fett and like a
I
story
would-
about Boba.
Okay, guys, I thought it was gonna be like a physical book when I first saw that. Like they were gonna do
That's
like a
just-
tie-in
that's
novel,
right there.
and I'm
No
like,
way.
I'm gonna have to
That's
read
right there.
this.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate reading.
I would read the book of Boba Fett, but I wouldn't watch the Mandalorian.
That was straight up a fucking Beck moment.
Yeah.
And so essentially, one episode they randomly just have a Mandalorian episode just for the kicks of it, and then the next episode is just a Star Wars the Universe episode. They fucking have Ahsoka, Luke, what's that blue guy name?
Cad
Villain
Bane.
of both.
Thrawn?
Yeah, Cad Bane. They just have
No.
everything, and then they just at the end of Book of Boba Fett, they add a plot line in another show of like they just get back together, Mandalorian Baby Yoda, just for the kicks of it.
Just for the
Yeah.
I really think Baby Yoda should not have been in season 3.
Yeah.
Like kill him?
No, they
Kill
just have him.
No, they just stay
They-
separate. He becomes a
They
Jedi.
just stay separate because he
yeah.
ended his journey with Baby Yoda.
The thing is, I feel like this season they really tried to do a lot because the show basically could have ended in season 2. It honestly could have ended in season 1.
Yeah. Or really season 2.
Season 1, and I mean they're gonna continue it because it's Disney and Disney needs more money.
They're ending with a movie.
Yeah, but yeah, Disney always needs more money, and
I love
it
giving
keeps
them money,
going. This season is just
unironically.
mostly filler, and the reason
really
it
is.
just feels so weird because like some of the plot lines just don't add up, and stuff. I think this is because the main writer for season 1 is gone. He just left. He's now working on a show, Ahsoka. And Ahsoka,
Did he work on season 2?
yeah, he worked on most of season 2.
Okay.
And he worked on season 1. And like he's the main writer. That's why it was really good with him. But then he left and now he's working on Ahsoka. So now there's the secondary writers and they just don't, I guess they just don't have they're just not as good or they just don't have the same vision as him.
That's a different show.
And that's why this one just feels really different because it's just a different person writing it.
Yeah.
And I hope I think Ahsoka will be really good because it's that guy and that guy is good. And then also Thrawn, and I love Thrawn.
But you
And
haven't
then
seen
also Heir
Rebels.
to the Empire. I mean, I've seen enough of like Thrawn in Heir of the Empires. I've seen
yeah,
Thrawn
yeah.
in Rebels, like clips and stuff. Yeah. Okay, and then this all comes together in the final episode.
Okay,
The
yeah.
season
Okay,
finale.
I
Which-
check my phone and Nicola has sent in the Discord like a rant saying like this episode sucks. Oh my god, guys, what did they do? Yeah,
Okay, I
really
said
did
my
not
one
like it.
sentence. Let
Problem
me
with
read.
Mandalorian.
You did
Every-
only
why-
say one sentence.
I said
And then
one
he
sentence. Let me
ambushed
say it.
me.
Let me say it. Okay, season finale of Mando season 3 sucks. They made Moff Gideon villain monologue. It feels like there's a missing episode. Overall, I think it's because the main writer of season 1 and 2 is working on Ahsoka, so I hope that show is good. They tried to do a lot and kind of failed on most of it.
Yeah.
Like I
Okay.
said, a paragraph long.
Why
That's-
is
was
why
one
is
thing.
why is the finale of every Mandalorian season just them fighting Moff Gideon?
Because he's Gus Fring.
He's alive still? I thought he died.
Yeah,
And
I was literally Nicola literally came up to me and was like, "Yeah, he's alive." I'm like, "What? I thought he was in prison. What
somehow
happened?"
Moff Gideon returned.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy, you know?
yeah.
I was thinking recently because I growing up really liked Star Wars. Like they were my favorite movies, and like R2D2 and C3PO were like my favorite characters of all time for like a long period of my life. And like no one likes the trilogy movies. But like The Mandalorian was good. I watched season 1 and season 2, but they never really like stuck with me. They weren't like, wow, these feel like the older movies. And I kind of figured, I kind of was thinking about it and thinking about why that might be. And I think it's because they don't really do practical effects anymore, and the camera quality's too good, and it just doesn't look like shit like episode 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying what they need to do is they need to use a camera from the 80s,
Yes.
and then the Rise of Skywalker is fixed.
Yes.
Was that
Yeah, okay,
Matthias?
so Palpatine returning, you're good with that as long as an 80s camera is showing him.
Oh no! Don't get me started on my fucking.
Oh my God, okay,
On the
let me
fucking
talk about this.
five fake out deaths in that fucking movie. That made me so pissed. I left the
No.
theater with like, is anyone dead in this series? Because 5 characters died in this movie, and they all
Okay.
came back, and then one of them died again.
Let me finish my rant on the final.
Oh yeah,
And
the
also
finale.
my rant.
So, I'm going to talk about 2 things before the finale, like before I hit the finale. Number
Yeah.
1 of the episodes before this one, there was the Moff Gideon escaped, and inside the space shuttle, there was Beskar in the wall. So it's set it up thinking like, oh, maybe it's gonna have some plot line about the Mandalorians being about being framed or something, or the Mandalorians taking Moff Gideon. Nothing came from it. Nothing came from that. Number
Wow.
2, throughout the entire show, we saw that Moff Gideon was cloning people, and everybody thought, oh, this must be like setting up for Snoke. But then, one of the episodes, like I think that literally the episode before the finale, the guy was talking. He was like in the secret council of dark people, and
Is that
and one of the guys is like, you should stop cloning, and Moff Gideon was like, oh, cloning is your department. So it was just and then I thought like, oh, that's stupid because we know he's cloning, and then we
Just
go
one
to
of the
season 8, and then we go to the finale, and it turns out it's so stupid. He made clones of himself.
Wait, isn't that like really smart?
Yeah. No, he made clones of himself.
Yes.
Then,
Yeah, no.
Shut the fuck up. Let me finish this. He made clones of himself. And then we found out why he was trying to get Baby Yoda to begin with in like season 1 and season 2. It's because he was trying to extract the fucking midichlorians, whatever. The Force.
They brought the midichlorians
They-
back.
You
No,
know,
he
the
basically-
midichlorians.
He basically said he isolated the gene that the Force is like connected to, and he put it inside all of his clones.
So
Huh?
they can do
They're
the
pulling
force.
that.
And
And then
he
they
was
do
like,
this stupid
and then-
thing where
and
one
then-
of them opens their
no,
eye.
shut. I'm doing it. This is my moment. This is my rant. Yeah.
This is,
Oh, yeah, I
this is
hate that
Nicholas
they gave-
Owl House
Yes, sir.
moment.
I hate that they gave Baby Yoda the freaking IG-11 exoskeleton. I really don't think he needed it. I
What?
really
What?
added nothing, and I don't like it
It was just for him
Huh?
to be able to communicate with Mando.
because he got it. And all it does is let him walk around, say yes, no, and then it gets destroyed in the final episode.
Oh,
He
a
has it for,
silly
like, 2
little
episodes.
robot. A silly little
Yeah.
robot.
So he walks up to one of the clones. He looks at the clones, and then all of a sudden the clone goes like this. It's like just sitting in the back of the tank, and then it's surprisingly nobody. Oh, it just opens his eyes, and then Baby
Wait,
Yoda goes like, ah, and then runs away, and then Mando pushes a button, and they all explode. That's all.
Oh,
that
that's
comes.
called payoff.
That's all that comes from the clones. It's one scene. They appear and they die in the same scene.
That's insane.
And then they run away and they enter the hangar, and inside the hangar is Moff Gideon, and Moff Gideon
real one?
starts villain monologuing. That's
You
how you
kill
know.
my
That's how you,
clones.
that's how you know it's good. He's just explaining his evil plan. I was gonna make an army unstoppable because they were me, but they were gonna be better than me because they could use the Force. But then you killed them before they could even take their first breath. Yeah.
Does he have?
and then-
he has
and-
a lightsaber, right?
No.
They
Bo-Katan
stole
still has
from
a
him.
lightsaber.
Bo-Katan
Remember,
has a
Bo-Katan still has the
lightsaber,
light. Oh, and how Bo-Katan gets the lightsaber? Earlier in the show, they did the fucking Elder Wand bullshit from Harry Potter, where it just passes through hands and it just ends up in Bo-Katan because he's like, oh, I had it, but then some monster killed me in episode 2, and then Bo-Katan killed that monster, which means technically the lightsaber belongs to her.
Also, the
Stupid.
dark saber is
What?
gone now. They destroyed it.
Oh yeah, stop doing this, Uri. I'm gonna disconnect you from the call.
Oh my god.
Nicola
Okay,
finally talks, and
uh,
Uri just wants to talk over him.
I know, Uri just does not let me finally talk. Okay. Then, after that, it's like the final battle. They're all fighting. They're like everybody's fighting. Like the guy goes up, he gets all the reinforcements, he gets everybody down. He takes the capital ship. It's getting bombed, but he shoots down like everything that's bombing him, but he's still going down. He's still going down. Bo-Katan gets down there. She's dueling with fucking Moff Gideon, and then Moff Gideon just grabs her, just like She's holding the lightsaber. He just grabs the lightsaber, picks up grabs the lightsaber from his hand, and goes like that, and then it's gone. Lightsaber's broken.
Yo, all
That's-
that
Why would he?
bullshit
Why would he?
behind it?
Wait, why
gone.
would he break it though? Why wouldn't he
Because he
strike
was
her with
no
the
because
lightsaber?
and then he said the fucking one liner. He was with the leader of the Mandalorians need the lightsaber, so without it there can be no ruler or some shit like that. I don't even remember. It was something stupid like that. It was something like that.
Did
And
any
then-
Mandalorian really have a lightsaber though?
No,
Yeah,
it was just
that dark saber was the entire thing behind the Mandalorians. One
Yeah.
Mandalorian had a lightsaber, and it was the dark saber.
Oh,
okay. So they do that, and
make
then
another one.
he gets Gus Fring because the fucking guy that was in the spaceship up there said Allah Akbar and then fucking slams into the ground and just explodes. And it's like a big
Wow.
ship. It's a capital class ship, so it's the size of the entire fucking planet. Well, like the size
Wait,
of it's like the size of the base. And he's like, it's exploding anyway, so that he pilots straight down into the fucking crevice that they're in, and it just explodes. And then everybody's gonna die, except wait a minute, Baby Yoda just uses the Force and saves Bo-Katan and Din
Wait,
Djarin.
does he stop? Does he like do this to the capital ship and stop it
Yeah,
from
he goes like
falling?
no, he goes like this, and no, the capital ship still explodes, and then it engulfs
Okay.
Moff Gideon, and he's dead. But knowing
Oh.
Disney, he's just gonna come back again because
Yeah.
we didn't
Guys,
see a
blame his
corpse. He just
clones
exploded.
No, no,
survived.
they use one of the clones. They're gonna use one of the
Yeah, one of
clones.
the
like,
clones.
his
Exactly,
one.
it's gonna be one of the clones got away, or he had
The
some
Force
clones
next.
somewhere. And now he has the Force, exactly.
Yo, that would be so scary and also
Exactly.
really
So
stupid.
then Baby Yoda stops the explosion, waits for it to pass. Then they get out, they relight the Master Forge or whatever the thing is. And then I saw a video about this, and the whole thing is like, oh, the Darksaber. The prophecy said the Darksabers need to reunite the Mandalorians, not to lead the Mandalorians. I'm like, that shit's stupid. That person should kill themselves.
No way. Nicola killed themselves.
Dude,
Accusation.
that's
That's so
episode
funny. I
18
think you should
reference.
kill yourself.
That's a reference, actually.
Okay.
That's
And
an
then-
episode title.
And then Din Djarin said they need to set up season 4. So what do? They fucking
Yeah.
fly over to some random planet, and then they go inside and they get that one guy that's part of the New Republic. Baby Yoda's like skedaddling next to him because the fucking puppeteer messed up his puppeting, and he's basically just floating along next to Din Djarin. He steps in, and the guy's like, "How can I help you?" And then he's just like, "I need a job." And he's like,
Wait.
"But I thought you didn't want to work for us." And he's like, "Yeah, I don't. I want to work as a private contractor." And he's like, "That's like uber illegal." And he's like, "Not if you don't tell nobody." And he's like, "Yeah, that works."
Okay.
And then that's season 4. Oh, and then additionally, he's like, "I need one thing. You see that IG-11 unit on the wall? I need that." And then they take it, and then he just rebuilds IG-11.
Hmm.
And that's the ending of the episode.
So the movie.
Wait, I want to say.
So in conclusion, 10 out of 10, better than Owl House finale, best
And
finale
that-
ever. That's the name of this episode.
Wait, I want to
It's
say
called-
something. I want to say something.
No,
There's
this is
something
called
Nicola
gripping.
forgot.
This
There's something
episode
Nicola
is-
forgot.
No, it's called
Ooh.
the season finale of The Mandalorian is more gripping than the season finale of the Owl House.
Not calling
Wow.
it that.
It's way too
We are
long. Of a
not
name.
calling it that.
No, there's something Nicola forgot.
And it's
Essentially,
because it's not true.
okay, so like Mando's all like, I want Baby Yoda to be like a foundling.
Oh
And
yeah,
then-
I
but- and
forgot.
then the-
He adopts Baby Yoda.
Ooh.
Officially.
And now his name is Din
Officially.
Grogu.
But the thing is, he's still, and it was supposed to be like that, and now he can like take the creed. But he's still like,
How does
Can-
that helmet work on him?
yeah, they have to make him. They're gonna have to make him a tiny suit of armor, like a tiny suit of
That would
armor.
be so adorable.
I think you like wait until like he.
Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna do it because it would be so good for marketing. It would be
Yeah.
so many good They would
A
have
lot
so
of
many good
merch.
toys and stuff. So many good
I
toys.
feel like you shouldn't put a helmet on a baby.
Well, shut up. You have no good opinions about
how
what
would
a
you know,
child
Uri?
would wear.
So many babies are wearing Stormtrooper helmet.
How would you
Okay.
know? Yeah. So, yeah, that's my rant. I'm good.
All
right.
right.
I'll
Wow.
see if I'll check to see if I've watched anything else. But from what I'm aware, that's all I've watched.
All right, Nico, as a guest star, do
I
you want to
said-
say anything? You have any topics you want to talk about?
I know what's your favorite show. Talk about The Good Place.
Oh, that's a fire
Dude,
show.
This is fire.
Yeah.
Talk about why the good place back in Nico. Talk about why the good place is.
Wait,
fire.
have the rest of you not seen it?
I've seen it.
Oh, you've seen it? Aiden, you haven't seen it?
seen all of it.
Oh wow.
Why do you like the
It's-
good place so much?
It was just humanities that.
A class.
I'm
The
taking that class right now.
Yeah.
They showed a clip from the show in the
Yeah.
class.
We eventually watched like 3 or 4 episodes in that class because we weren't getting anything done anyway. And I was like, wow, this is like so much more ethics than this class. So I just watched the show a lot.
It did. I can agree. It's taught me more than this entire class.
Yeah, so much more.
Yeah.
It's a sitcom. Sitcoms.
Yeah,
are
no,
what do you like
all
about it?
sitcom.
It's like the person. It's from the person that did like Parks and Rec, right?
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
still not watched
So,
that
like,
show.
Imagine
Neither
like
have
that
I.
show,
We should
but
do
it
a
has
watch
like
party sometime.
it has like an actual like story with like an arc. Yeah, and it's about ethics and stuff.
I hate
Mhm.
ethics. I have
Burn.
zero
I know. I was about to
morals.
say that. We need
Yeah.
more Red 40.
What is Red 40?
You
What?
said that twice, and none of us get the reference.
It's Red 40. What do you mean?
Like
Wow.
the food coloring.
Yes, like the cancer causing.
Like
food
what is it like
coloring. That's the most-
WD-40 like the spray?
No,
Yeah, I was thinking the
food
It's the
coloring.
artificial. It's the most American thing I know. Artificial food coloring known to cause cancer is in everything.
Yo,
And
dude.
name something more American than that.
School shootings.
That's not
Hi.
wrong. School shootings is a good one.
What?
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 Aiden said it first.
No, I said diabetes.
Oh, diabetes? Well, diabetes is everywhere.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Heart
Alright.
disease is pretty,
I don't-
pretty strong.
I
in
don't
America.
support school shootings, but that's just like a personal preference.
Huh?
A personal preference
Wow.
to not get shot.
He's so brave.
Thanks,
Huh?
Ari.
That's just like a personal preference of mine, you know?
Oh, good.
Wow.
Huh?
That's amazing.
Wow. You want to run
Nico,
that by us one more time?
Never.
Nico, earlier a guy came in your room. Was he the Rizzler? He looked like a
Was that
Rizzler
Matthias?
version
No,
of you.
no,
Was that
no.
Matthias
Nicola's the Rizzler.
That
Yeah.
was Bliss. It's also,
Yeah, it was him. Did he?
She
What was he
recognized you.
saying? Yes, I
I
know because
don't know.
we both do rowing. We're both on the
Yeah.
same team.
Dang.
Damn.
Not the
He was
Rizzler.
just shit posting really hard. Actually, I think he was stealing my clothes.
I think so
mean,
too. I did see him just taking some
We'll
stuff.
play back the tape, you know?
Actually, I found all of my hoodies in his closet today. It was very strange.
Yeah, that sounds very strange.
your
It sounds like
brother-
you should call the police.
No.
No?
I guess not. Don't call the police. Sorry, Nico.
Wow. Wow.
No justice.
All right.
No justice. No justice for Jorge. But
Okay, I had
Nico,
a
say
topic.
something.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I had a topic planned, but then Nicola had to do rowing, so we're doing this a day earlier, so I can't actually fully talk about it. But I'm
What?
going to have to pitch a new film idea for what we're making in video production.
Everybody pitch a new idea right now.
Yeah. And I am so sure he's going to shoot down this idea, but
I
I'm
can't.
so proud of the idea that I'm just going to make it anyway.
You're just gonna
Describe it
lie
to
to
us.
him.
I'm gonna try to like hide like it's about like time loops and stuff. So
It's about a detective
we
trying to
start-
solve a crime.
so we start fade in 2 men arguing in a room.
I like men.
So
Men?
one of the people has made this multi-million-dollar company and is about to sell it for a lot of money. But then this other guy's like, "You built this entire company off of my work." And then the other guy's like, "But I sold it and I screwed you with like lawyers and stuff."
A real
So,
Facebook moment.
Yeah, that's a rip bozo for you. So he starts to walk away, and then this guy, imagine this like a blunt object, like hits him over the head with it, and he's dead. Or if I have to pitch this, he is knocked out.
Yeah.
So he is dead / knocked out.
Just as
And-
long as you don't include any humor in the movie, he'll like it.
That's
And
fact.
then he's like trying to cover up that he did the crime, but like really badly. So he starts dragging the corpse like behind
Or
a
the
table.
unconscious person.
But then we cut away. Aiden Shoemaker is cast as this character. He walks in confidently, throws open double doors. A secretary looks over and says, "Who are you?" Slams down a business card and says,
I need a dick. I
"You
need
want to say you're famous?"
I'm Solvy Crimes, and I'm here to solve a mystery.
Yeah, he's solving
Yes.
crimes, and then I'm
Solve
gonna be
the
playing
crimes. A very creative name that I made up. So we meet solving crimes.
The crime.
Yeah, and no, that he says that line later. That's his catchphrase.
Yeah, and then
So-
I'm playing Chuck v Crime.
You're not playing Chuck v. Crime.
He's playing
So
Chuck.
Saul
His
walks
brother.
up, and then and we had a shot like the dude trying to hide the corpse, and Saul's walking up the stairs, and then he's carrying the corpse, and then Saul walks in and is like, he seems dead. It looks like I solved the crime. And then after he says that, we time loop back to when he first killed the guy. And the person who killed him is like, "Oh, I'm shocked. I just lived this. Oh, I must be hallucinating."
Hallucination.
So he goes to, like hide it again, but this time he does it slightly better. But
He
then
does it
Saul
slightly
walks in, and I don't know, he
He's
opens a cabinet or something, and the corpse was like, "I've solved the crime," and then time loop resets again, and the guy has now realized whenever he said "I solved the crime," the time loop resets.
So you just
So
can never
what
say
if?
that.
What? Yeah,
You can
no,
never
yeah.
say
So
that
what if
again.
he never solves the crime?
Oh
And
my
then
god.
we cut to a montage of this dude trying to hide like the corpse in like mysterious ways and like comedic ways. Like he puts glasses on it and acts like the dude's not dead. He locks Saul out of the building. He
You're
waits
telling
until
me a man just happens to fall asleep like that? No, it was
Are you
Saul. It
telling
was Saul. It was all v crimes.
there's one where like
Couldn't be precious
he
Saul. Couldn't be
he
our
hit
precious
it.
Saul.
So he hid the body so well that on his deathbed, Saul is still trying to solve the crime, but then he finally solves it. And that-
I thought that he doesn't solve it. He just says it, and then it resets the time.
No,
loop.
he can't. He can't just say it without solving it. He has
Oh,
to
yes.
honor
It's
the
solved.
craft of detectiveship.
That's so
I
funny.
don't know what you said. I just heard Saul a bunch of times.
Okay,
That's
well,
fine.
okay. Eventually, the dude is like, "Dude, I can't do this. Solve crimes. He's too good of a detective. He is Phoenix Wright level of investigation."
Yo.
So he decides. He walks down the stairs, and then he talks to Saul and is like, "Dude, I did something I can't undo. This is sad." And then Saul's like, "Sometimes you gotta live with the mistakes you made." And then
You're
he
going to
turns
jail.
himself in.
The
End
big
of
Saul.
movie. Beck Lyon's elaborate credit scene. End of movie.
Becker, are you gonna put a
Elaborate.
Mobius strip in the credits like I told you to?
Okay, Aiden is like, make a Mobius strip for the credits. I look at what a Mobius strip is. I was
Great
struggling to make an infinity symbol on After Effects. It's like, yeah, you should make this 3-dimensional one-sided object.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I
like the
can
thing from the one movie.
Arguably,
Be such a good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, I'll just fix it in post. It'll be easy.
That's your one job.
Beck,
That's my
this
one
is my
job.
reaction of the teacher to this film. There aren't crimes in the world, Beck.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
unrealistic.
Guys, Solvy Crimes is an unrealistic character because there are no crimes. Also, who names their
Crimes
kid
are not
Solvy Crimes?
real.
It's unrealistic. This is not drama and suspenseful.
There's no such thing as criminals.
And then he's
Yeah.
gonna walk in, and then he's gonna grab Nicola. He's gonna like a magnet to lick him. Nicola is gonna say the joke. Nicola, hey buddy, did you get a haircut?
I didn't
That's
recognize
just
you.
not-
Wow.
That was just not the joke.
All right.
One thing I want to talk
Uri
about.
failed at every aspect of the joke he was trying to tell.
I know.
He
One
failed
thing
hard
about
with
last
The
day, Uri
Mandalorian
dub.
season 8.
One thing I want to talk about before we leave is that three of us, me, Aiden, and Nico, we have elimination. It's a game at our school, and if you don't
Are
get
you
like something by Saturday, you're out of the
Are you-
game. And
Just 3 balls.
Nico hasn't gotten
I
anybody
need
out yet.
backup.
You need to get someone
I'm
else.
Wait,
also
really?
really shit at the game.
Dude,
okay?
come on, it's easy. You just stalk their home address.
Yeah,
and then
not
you
that
like
hard.
camp outside.
How do you get their home address?
Okay.
Oh,
There
it's in
is
the
a
public
there is
files?
a website known as like White Papers. You
No,
Google
there's
their
another
name.
website.
It gives you
They,
their home
them.
address.
Search up theydem.com. Put in their like full name, and then it'll give you all of their information. That's
Go
on
to
the
like
internet
their
about them.
Instagram,
The
and then you
fuck?
can like stalk them there.
How do people not know this?
Yeah. Also, kidnapping friends also works. Or kidnapping them. That might be easy.
Alternatively,
consider the
if you can
kidnapping
get
angle.
them in, if you can get them into a Discord call, you can get their IP address, and then through that get their
Yeah.
address.
Okay, the
This
cinnamon
is,
IP
these are
grabber,
some
go
bullshit
for it.
tactics.
It's not even an IP grabber. Just
Hey,
it's
you
just
don't even
'cause of the way
try
Discord
half of
works.
them.
Yeah, and I don't think any of those are allowed in the game.
No,
I'll be
they're
honest.
definitely not. But it's only
Okay,
it's
what
only
are they,
I
in the
find
student
out.
handbook?
It's actually definitely allowed. I think I know somebody who did that.
See,
Like,
this
you know,
game
you
is
know,
like
they were-
this
You send
game
your
is
friend to
Yeah.
like bait them, and then you go from behind.
yeah.
Yeah,
See, this game is
Actually,
really
bring a knife and stab them 27 times in the chest. That way, you're insured to win.
This game is really bullshit because if you get someone who's actually like good at holding your ball and holding their ball, you're screwed.
Yeah, dude.
I saw people just taping their balls to
Home
their hands.
invasion.
You can't
It's
tape it, you can't
not
tape the
that
ball.
hard.
Oh, well, at least like they tape like
Home
a string to it,
invasion,
and then
there
tape that
is
string
a
to their
rule
hand.
against breaking
It
and
still
entering.
can't.
There's no rule
Yeah.
against camping outside someone's house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
dude,
like,
literally, like,
Mhm.
like camp outside there. Bring like a tent or something, or like sleep in a car.
Bring
Yeah.
a bush.
Dude,
Bring a ghillie
Hey,
suit.
like if they're
Take their
biking,
house.
they can't
Take
hit
their
the ball.
house.
Like
Well,
this,
you
that's
know,
illegal.
You can't be
No.
tagged.
Like
while you're
literally,
biking.
like
can't be
crash
tagged.
into
You
them
can't be
with
tagged.
your bike
You
and then tag them.
can't be tagged while biking, and that's not safe,
No.
so that doesn't count,
Okay,
and they can dispute
Run
that.
them over
If,
with your
if
automobile.
you crash into them, no
Once they're
no
off
longer
of the
biking.
bike, they're now just on the floor injured, and you can tag them.
So the rules for this game-
If you don't get me,
So the rules of this game is that if you're holding this small beach ball, then you can't be tagged by your person to get out. And those are the basics of the rules. So
I
if
feel
you
like
just
it's
hold,
so easy though. Just never
it's
let go
so
of the ball.
easy. Literally, I did not let go of the ball.
As in, like it's
for,
too. I
like-
feel like it's too hard for anybody to like to get out.
Well,
like, I
usually
did,
they'll
like-
add challenges, but they didn't add. They added like the weakest challenge where you can just hold. It's just hold the ball palmed with your right hand, right? Everyone's right-handed. You just need to palm the ball all the time, right? But like eventually, it's like keep it on your head, and then
yeah, that's gonna happen eventually.
That's gonna be so easy too, though. Just do
You
it.
just literally go
And
like
don't
with
be
this.
hands
fucking
on your head.
stupid.
Yeah.
Like the teachers can't get mad at you for like getting an F. They say I was doing elimination.
Well,
Come
yeah,
on.
some teachers have safe rooms and some don't.
Yeah,
mean,
like my
Mr.
CS teacher has a safe room.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mr.
And
Freeman got
so-
mad at me for trying to
yeah.
leave like a minute early to snipe somebody.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "This is why teachers hate elimination and Spirit Week."
Yeah. Dude, I
This is
tried
why
to do
teachers
Spirit
hate
Week.
teaching.
I have this cabinet, like
Uh-huh.
that's sitting right next to me, like a nightstand. Here, I can move my camera. Actually, I have like
Backline's
a
room review?
nightstand. Yeah, I have like this
Because double one.
this nightstand.
Bro, gaming,
Yeah.
KPC, KPC.
And then I thought, hey, it's like bring anything but a backpack day. So I thought, hey, this would be a funny bit to bring this.
Yeah.
And
You're
also,
notoriously
it
known
has-
for
Did you
buddy
bring
break.
the nightstand? Oh my
yeah,
god!
and then it also okay. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see the wheels?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
wheels are just like now completely destroyed.
Yeah,
Because
that
of-
typically happens.
Yeah.
You didn't even win, did you?
I did.
No, it's
I
rigged.
should have. I literally have a first prep. So when they did the competition during brunch, I literally wasn't there. So that was a rip. Yeah.
The guy
Okay.
who won
It's
just
not
felt
on
like
a
a
Wednesday,
computer
though?
case and
Okay,
stuff
I will
was
say
done.
something. It was easier than me going as Diogenes from getting over it.
Yeah, that
It was
one
better than
real
having to
silly.
roll around in that all day.
That was really silly. Like, I also don't think you would have won though, because I saw someone with like a cart, like the thing you put on top of your car to like store your luggage. I saw someone with that.
A Tula. Somebody had a
I
Tula.
saw someone with a barbecue. Yeah, I probably would have
The
won.
barbecue was the
Who
best
won?
one.
A guy
The
brought
barbecue was the best one.
PC.
Yeah, the guy who won stuff.
Yeah, I was
stuff in
gonna
the
do
kit.
PC, but then like
Mhm.
I literally this is a pre-built PC. I would not know how to put it back together.
Yeah.
I mean,
brought
they
my
just brought
guitar
the case.
case.
Yeah, they
I-
had
I just
been
been
I
doing
brought
it.
a barbecue.
Yeah.
I brought my guitar case. If I didn't have rowing and like anything after school, then I would have brought like something really funny.
Me too.
I don't know what I would have brought, but I would have been really funny.
I would have brought like one of those toy cars, but I also
Like-
saw someone with that, so like
What I really would have wanted to do, you know
Mhm.
those buckets of, you know those barrels of crude oil.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh,
wanted
yeah.
one of those
Very
and just
familiar.
roll it
Barrel
around
of
school.
crude
Because
oil.
no, obviously
Guys.
no crude oil in it, but you know what I mean.
guys back
Really?
to
Like, you don't realize
elimination.
this, but this is a reference to Nico
This
right
is, yeah,
now.
this is
Liquid
a,
gold reference?
Are you part of
Yeah.
that?
Of course I'm part of it. One of the
Okay, so
managers-
Nico is part of an
all the
organization.
managers are dead. We're so shit at this game.
I know you're all shit at this game. Some of you aren't even at school. My person
Okay,
that I got eliminated.
your thing is like if you win the elimination game, you're using the money to buy a crude
Yeah.
oil, right?
Yeah. That's
it's
the
like
thing.
a team
That's
effort.
amazing. I
It's
know.
like
I
splitting
heard about
it.
that. It's amazing. It's actually amazing. I love that. I hope they win.
I really
most
don't.
of them are dead. Most
Yeah,
of them
most of them are
died.
dead,
No,
and a
we
lot
have,
of them
like
just don't carry their ball. They're really bad at it.
we're so
That
bad.
sucks, man. You
There are
actually
two
would have
of
been
us
so
who are
good.
like
The teachers would not
remarkable.
have allowed it, but it would have been so good. Actually, no, because once you get the money, you can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait, Nico, what
ASD
were you
has
saying?
to buy you $100 of crude oil because I don't think they're allowed to give people money.
Actually, how much crude oil can you get for $100? I feel like you
A
actually
whole
can't get
barrel.
that
a
much.
whole barrel.
Wait,
I just
can
said
I-
it was
I'm
$80.
this. Crude oil
So-
A barrel of oil.
gallon.
It is so
An oil
stupid.
barrel is 42 gallons. That's not how much I asked.
Okay, wait. Crude oil prices. I think
$77.37.
Nico,
barrel.
I
mine's
Let's go.
29
Where
cents.
does one obtain a crude oil
Crude
bucket?
oil.
Nico, I have a question. How much do you guys expect to actually win this?
No, honestly, we have like surprisingly deep. We have two
I
people
like, how
who are
the
like.
I like how the first thing that comes up when you search up where does one obtain is a barrel of oil. Can I just buy a barrel of oil? You can even buy actual oil by the barrel. Crude oil trades on the New York Mercantile Exchange as light sweet crude oil futures contracts, as well as other commodities exchanges around the world. Futures contracts are agreements to deliver a quantity of a commodity at a
Guys, this
fixed
is a
price. and
movies
date
from
in the future.
2017 moment.
How to invest in oil. Investopedia. What the fuck did I find?
All right,
Honestly, this is all an issue for ASB to sort out when we win.
yeah,
That's why.
Alright.
That's why I don't think they would let you do it because I doubt they would just. I don't think they would want to do it. So they're just saying
No.
no.
They're gonna be like, here's the 2 Amazon gift cards. You take that instead.
All right.
They
Can you
would
buy
do
on
that.
Amazon?
No,
You can't.
No
No, yeah.
way.
buy
No
oil
You
way.
on
kind of can't.
Amazon.
No,
They don't
the
have
only
a
one they sell is
barrel of crude
$1,000 though.
Okay.
You can also
Well,
get a picture of
think-
crude oil.
I think it's time to wrap up.
Yeah, show recommendation time.
Yeah, so
Nico has to
Nico,
give
because
the
you're our esteemed guest, you can recommend a show today.
Any show.
But not one we've talked about.
Or a
That's-
Well,
movie.
it could be.
Or
It
video
can be
game.
one
Oh,
we've
You
talked
guys have
about.
watched
Why are they?
everything
Why are
I've
the
watched and
barrels
then some.
themselves like $1,000? Like even without the oil.
They just give you oil in a bag.
I feel like it because it's so expensive.
All right.
Like
Oil.
Jesus Christ, 6,205 for a 55-gallon drum.
Yummy.
Wow.
Okay.
Or you can no, but for 5,573, you can get the 260-gallon tote.
Oh, reasonable price. Wait, tote like a bag, tote bag.
Tote bag.
I'm thinking a tote bag of
No,
oil.
you mean like the literal crates. You know the
Ah.
actual like just crates.
I see.
Like this
I
is what
see.
it is.
Okay,
You can
Nico,
buy that
recommend
for a whopping
something.
$6,000.
Okay, show recommendation time.
Oh shit! No, you can actually buy one for this $39. I don't know how big it is.
This is truly a movies from 2017 moment.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Shut
Nico,
up.
what's your
Nico.
what's your recommendation?
Oh, but that's only 2 inches by 4 inches. I don't want that. I want big.
My all-time favorite show is like Avatar, I guess. I think Gumball. If you didn't watch all of
Dude,
Gumball,
yo,
Aiden
this
has
Gumball?
not watched Avatar.
No, he
Please
said
convince
Gumball.
him to
watch
watch.
Avatar?
No, he said
He
he
has
said
not seen
Gumball.
Avatar.
Guys, he said Gumball.
No,
was-
No, he
Avatar's
said
better. Avatar's
Avatar
better.
first.
I said
Guys, he
Avatar.
said
If you haven't
Gumball
watched
is-
Gumball,
Okay,
you should watch
Guys,
Gumball.
there's a weird interchained web where Aiden's friend has to watch Owl House for him to watch Avatar, and
He will
his
not
friend will
watch.
not watch Owl House. This is
Dude,
a
just-
bro moment.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we need help to convince Aiden's friend to watch Owl House, and then Aiden will watch Avatar.
I'll
So-
watch
Avatar.
I'll
It's
watch
actually so good.
Avatar.
It's
I
so
will
good.
watch
Please
it.
do.
It's like an order of
When?
magnitude better than like Stuck on Mars or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I understand that, but it's
Yeah.
not gonna be better than the Owl House. There's no way.
I mean, honestly, sorry to break it to you.
No, Beck, tell me it's not true.
No. Okay.
Well,
okay.
look,
Okay.
This might be rose tinted glasses, but it had a more epic ending.
Uh,
You haven't seen the ending. What are you talking about? Okay. Okay. I will give actually my take. Avatar, if you're going from a completely objective lens to if you're considering which show
Completely objective lens coming from Beck
vast
Lyons.
majority, if you took the entire world population, who would like which show more? It would probably be Avatar. But for me, I like Owl House more.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're an Owl House sim.
Owl
That
House
told
is
us
more
nothing.
But Avatar is probably like my second,
Homie.
probably my third favorite animated TV show.
Why are they $300, $670? What the fuck?
All right,
I just want
well,
a good oil
really?
bucket. It doesn't even
Okay.
come with the
When
oil.
you
Guys.
proceed, you continue the tradition of the crude oil organization.
Okay, yeah, I will.
So
All right,
sad.
guys, remember to watch Avatar and always use Celsius.
I always
Nico,
use
say always use Celsius.
Always use Celsius.